Cameron Rupp does the catching. He bats fifth, hitting sixth. At shortstop, Freddie Galvis batting in the seventh spot tonight. The right fielder is Aaron Altair. Tyler Goodell gets a start in left field. Goodell will hit eighth, and batting ninth, the pitcher is right-hander Jared Eichhoff. So again, Hernandez, Quinn, Franco, Joseph, Rupp, Galvis, Altair, Goodell, and Eichhoff, who is still completing his warm-up tosses. Another beautiful night for baseball here in South Philly. May not be saying that 2.5, 3 hours from now after watching Chris Sale pitch. We'll see. He's obviously very talented.
Yeah, he's only got 16 wins, a 3.03 ERA in the American League, that's tremendous. Hitters hitting 221 off him. He's just all around a good pitcher, and you don't expect to get a whole lot off him, so you have to take every advantage, every opportunity. You have to make the most of it.
Keys to the game tonight brought to you by Sunoco. Save 5 cents on every gallon instantly with your Sunoco Rewards card. Adam Eaton stepping into the box. He'll get it started for the White Sox here against Jared Eichhoff. Makes his 31st start of the season. Starts the evening with 180 and a third innings. So he's closing in on 200. And the first pitch to Eaton is in for a called strike.
Second time Eichhoff has faced the Sox. Faced him earlier this year in Chicago. He won that game 5-3. He went 6 innings.
0-1 swung on, hit in the air, right field pretty deep. Altair back to the track at the wall. He is out of room. It's gone. That ball just kept drifting and drifting and over the out-of-town scoreboard for a leadoff home run for Adam Eaton. And that is the 27th homer allowed this year by Eichhoff, most on the club, and it gives the White Sox a 1-0 lead.
Well, hopefully that is not too much to overcome against Chris Sale.
We'll bring up Tim Anderson. Adam Eaton with his 14th homer of the season. Eichhoff with a wind of the pitch. Anderson swings and lifts it in the air to center. It's playable for Quinn, waiting on it. Still waiting, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Eichhoff in his last start against the Pirates. It was the start of a 15-2 rout by the Pirates. Eichhoff was pitching well into the 7th inning when everything just snowballed out of control. The pitch is down and in to Jose Abreu.
In the 9th of his career.
1-0 the count. Jose Abreu hitting an even 300 on the year. The pitch swung on and popped up foul, first base side. Joseph giving chase, but he won't get there. That is the 5th leadoff homer this year for Adam Eaton.
Yeah, and he first pitch fastball down and away at the knees, and then came in. Rupp gave him that high target inside, and the ball was headed right for his glove. So, I don't know. Obviously not the right pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pulled foul, third base side. It was the 9th leadoff homer of his career. One and two on Abreu. He's got 25 homers. 96 runs batted in. Trying to check, he went around on a pitch down to the dirt. And a strikeout of Jose Abreu. Rupp went to tag him, dropped the ball, and Abreu just picks it up and hands it back to Cameron.
So he can tag him again.
You call that a strikeout two assisted? It's not unassisted anymore, as the batter helped him out. Here's Melky Cabrera.
That last time Eichhoff faced him, 6 innings, just 4 hits allowed, 2 runs.
First pitch to Cabrera, a little bit wide for ball one.
He didn't walk anybody in that game and struck out 2.
Here's the 1-0. And the pitch popped up foul, third base side out of play.
He hasn't been walking a lot of people lately, period.
1 ball, 1 strike. Winded by Eichhoff. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of the curveball.
I mean, that curveball, when it's down, it's almost like narrow as a splitter. It's almost unhittable.
The 1-2. And that's low. Two and 2 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Went back to his curve. And pair of strikeouts for Eichhoff here in the first after giving up the leadoff home run to Adam Eaton. Phillies choose NovaCare, so can you. NovaCare, the power of physical therapy.
When the Phillies win, you win at Papa John's. The day after every Phillies win, you get 50% off each regular menu price pizza in your order. Enter promo code Phillies online at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies.
The sounds of spring. Phillies baseball on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Little tip for you, Larry. Get in the swing with a home run payoff from the Daily News. You can win $1,000 if your player at bat hits a home run. $10,000 if it's a grand slam. Plus, every selected contestant wins 2 tickets to a future Phillies game.
And it's easy to play, Scott.
That's what I've been told. Just look at the Daily News for the official entry coupon, Larry. Play as often as you like. Listen to the Phillies broadcast on 94 WIP or a Phillies radio affiliate for the designated home run payoff inning. And tonight that's going to be in the bottom of the 6th. Phillies down 1-0. And left-hander Chris Sale takes the hill for the White Sox. Tall, thin lefty with a 16-8 record. Cesar Hernandez leads off against him in the first pitch. Is a called strike in the outside corner. 0-1 the count.
Fastball slider change for Sale.
Oh, 1 the count. The pitch up high.
Not literally for Sale, but that's what Chris Sale throws.
I see what you did there.
I'd like to buy a couple of sliders.
1-1. Swinging a ground ball right back up the middle. The base hit. You know, they had sliders in the press club.
Yeah, they did.
So.
Trust me.
How many did you have?
3 and only 3. I didn't want to be piggerish. I'm sure I could have eaten a few more.
Didn't want to be piggerish, huh?
You know me.
Oh, I do. Unfortunately, all too well. Here's Roman Quinn. 1 out, or nobody out, 1 on. Hernandez leading, and the pitch. And Quinn bunts up the first base line. It's just going to spin off foul. And it's 0-1 to Roman Quinn.
I think when Roman crossed the back, I think he thought he had himself a knock. Not realizing it was foul. But good idea, and here again, you get a leadoff man on, getting him over, getting him in, and you can't think about trying to score 3 or 4 at a time off a Sale. You just got to chip away.
Chris Sale listed at 6'6", 180. Coming off a year last season in which he led the American League in strikeouts, 274. Is a swing and a foul tip into the mitt.
Hey, he's probably not donned the cover of too many muscle magazines. But
he knows how to make muscle shirts.
Yeah.
If you're going to leave him alone in the clubhouse, hide the scissors.
Hide him.
0-2 the count. And the pitch. Check swing down and in. He did not want to wear the particular throwback jersey that the White Sox had for him earlier this season. It was just before the trade deadline. Sale was sent home. Many were speculating that he had been dealt in a big trade. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Boy, Quinn really chasing there.
95 on a fastball that I don't think he could throw that 10 times and he wouldn't foul it off. I mean, that was a foot outside and about not a foot over his head. It was even with his head.
Here's Franco. Michael hitting .246. 22 homers, 77 runs batted in. The pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside. 1-0 to count. Franco has really struggled here in the second half of the season. Still waiting on that 5th homer post All-Star break. It's been more than a month since he last went deep. The pitch, and he beats a foul at the plate.
I mean, to me, if you're in this ballpark and you're going down, you've got 4 games left in this park and 7 on the road, and you've got 22 home runs. Are you a home run hitter?
Well, you hit 18 in the first half. Here's a swing and a tapper foul at the plate. Kind of made you look like a home run hitter.
Yeah, I guess.
But the reality was, to go back into some of those numbers in the first half of the season, a lot of that damage was being done on the road. It wasn't about this ballpark.
Right. That's the shame of it, that this is a home run hitter's ballpark.
It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anderson over in the hole at short. Saladino a step towards the middle of the pitch. Way inside, and it hit him. And it got him somewhere down on the leg. And Franco hit by the pitch. That'll put 2 men aboard and bring up Tommy Joseph. Franco really limping, is about halfway to first. He stops. And now resumes that slow walk to the bag at first. Franco for the year here at home, a .232 average with 10 homers. Compared to .263 on the road. Franco still off the bag there at first. And Joseph, now they're going to have somebody go out and look at Michael as the trainer finally on his way out. Scott Sheridan, the Phillies' head athletic trainer, arrives at the bag and talking it over with Franco, and here comes Pete McCannon. He is going to stay in the game as Sheridan and McCannon depart. And here's Tommy Joseph. That's the 14th batter hit this year by Chris Sale. 1-0 White Sox, bottom of the first. Left-hander, high set. 2 looks back at second. Now the pitch swung on, ripped to left. Getting turned around and leaping in the air. Cabrera couldn't get it. It's a base hit. Coming around is Hernandez. He will score. Franco to third. Joseph into second. It's a double for Tommy Joseph. And he ties the game 1-1 here in the bottom of the first.
Boy, you talk about going down and getting a pitch. That might have been below the knees. It was on the plate, but he went down and got it and just smoked it. Hey, Melky Cabrera didn't even have time to turn around. He could just stand there and jump. He watches the ball sail by his glove.
Yeah, right at him, but over his head, obviously. And I don't think he knew which way to turn to try to run back. And like you said, it was hit so hard,
I think
he just didn't have enough time to react.
Yeah.
It looked like he started to go back, look over his right shoulder and head back towards the wall, but then simply just squared up and jumped straight up in the air. Here's Cameron Rupp. And he takes down low for ball 1. So Tommy Joseph is 43rd run batted in, and here in It's kind of a slow trickle at the end of Phillies first baseman starting to pick up a few more hits with men in scoring position. Something that has troubled him all season. Sale with a 1-0. Swung on, grounded deep third. It's fair. Down the line, out of the reach of Frazier. It'll score 2 runs. Franco and Joseph are both home. Cameron Rupp striding into second with a 2-run double, and it's a 3 spot at the bottom of the first for the Phillies against Sale. It's 3-1.
Wow.
RBI's 50 and 51 on the 24th double of the year for Rupp.
Of course, we all saw this coming.
Well, I did, of course. That'll bring up Freddie Galvis. Frazier was off the line and had no chance at that one. Here's Galvis. Still only 1 out in the inning. The pitch down low. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. The pitch. Ready, a swing and a miss. Big hack. 239 average, 20 homers. 67 runs batted in for Freddie. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the right side. He was a little bit late on that. And the count 1-2. Sale had a 5.20 ERA in the month of August and hasn't gotten a whole lot better here in the month of September as this pitch is fouled back. 1-2 still on Freddie Galvis.
Well, if you look at the pitches that they've hit, both Rupp and Joseph hit pitches that were at the bottom of the knees, if not even lower. But both of them were over the plate, at a lot of the plate. So they just went down and got him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball way outside. And it's 2-2. Opponents came into the game hitting just .221 against the lefty. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Galvis goes down on strikes. Second strikeout for Sale. And that'll bring Aaron Altair to the plate. Altair is average down to .208. Did go 1 for 4 last night. The pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, 1 the count. 3 runs across here in the first for the Phillies. Oh, 1 swing and a high fly, right center field, playable. Garcia and Eaton are both there. Adam Eaton calling, and the right fielder makes the catch. Sides retired, but a good start tonight for the Phillies. 3 runs across in the first. They do it on 3 hits. They leave a man, and as we head for the second, it's the Phillies 3, the White Sox 1.
We're Dietz and Watson. We started out on Vine.
See Phillies.com or call now for information. 610-520-3400. Hurry, space is limited.
Eichhoff starts Todd Frazier with a fastball.
You okay?
1-0 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Bat goes twirling way down the line over the head of the third base coach, Joe McEwing. Frazier says, yeah, you keep it. I'll get a new one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a pretty epic bat toss. That was beyond the dirt rim of the infield. Frazier with 37 homers on the year. The pitch. It's down low. 3-1 Phillies lead. Eichhoff gave up a leadoff home run to Adam Eaton and retired the next 3 in order. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Phillies wrap up the homestand tonight. And then it's off to New York where they'll face the Mets tomorrow. The Mets in action tonight against the Braves. And the Mets are in a 3-way tie.
Yeah. Well, not now.
Pitch is a swung on and missed. 0-1. Who lost it? Oh, St. Louis lost it.
Yeah.
They started the day in a 3-way tie.
Right.
That's 3 straight strikeouts now for Eichhoff.
Number 31, catcher Alex Avila.
That'll bring up Avila. Alex Avila, a .226 hitter. 6 homers, 10 runs batted in. Three-man shift on the right side of the bag at second. Franco all alone over there on the left side. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Avila, the former Tiger. Mets to Atlanta, nothing. That game in the second. Giants played later on against the Dodgers in Los Angeles. The windup of the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eichhoff deals the 1-1. Just missed the outside corner. Doug Eddings is our plate umpire tonight.
Stadium.
Adam Hammery at first base. And new to the crew, it's Corey Blazer at second. And Jeff Nelson, the crew chief, is at third. 2-1 pitch. Strike called, says Stadium Eddings. Why did you call him Stadium Eddings?
Well, I was in the middle of doing the open or something. I don't know, maybe it was the start of the game, and
2-2 pitch. Down and away.
Harry and I were talking about the stadium, and then something with Eddings came up, and I said, well, Stadium Eddings, and I don't know, it came out that I called him Stadium.
Guess it really shouldn't surprise any of us.
Oh, it shouldn't surprise anybody that Harry does not let you.
He would not let it die. Yeah.
No.
You were going to wear that one forever.
Every single time we saw this crew, or the crew that Eddings was in, he would do the umpire's lineup and he would throw that out there.
3-2 pitch, and he pulls it foul. This is going to roll right down the steps into the Phillies dugout.
But because of that, I have a hard time remembering what his first name is.
To this day?
Yes.
You still have to look up?
Yeah. Because all I think of is Stadium. It is Doug Eddings.
Do you think Doug Eddings has ever heard that story? 3-2 pitch. Fouled away again?
I don't know. You know, he used to be a minor league player.
Stadium Eddings?
Yes.
Now entering the stadium.
Stadium.
Still 3-2 on Alex Avila. And the pitch down low, ball 4. So he works a lot with 1 out here in the second. And that brings up Tyler Saladino.
Number 18, second baseman, Tyler Saladino.
Saladino, 286 hitter. 8 homers, 38 runs batted in. He was a rookie last season. Here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. 0-1 to count. Saladino has been hot lately, hitting over 400 in his last 10 games. The pitch down low. It's knocked down by Rupp. No advancement from the runner at first. White Sox got off to a great start this season. Only the Cubs had a better record as they played in the middle of May. It was baseball heaven in Chicago earlier this summer. 1-1. And it's a called strike. And while the north side, well, it's still continuing. It took a turn for the worse on the south side.
Yeah. And it never slowed down on the north side.
One ball, two strikes. Double play depth on the infield. Eichhoff ready. He kicks. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Strike three called. He got him looking. And he's got his fourth strikeout of the night.
That curveball, 12-6. He'll throw some a little harder, some a little slower, but all of them have that almost straight downward action to them. Great rotation, great spin on that curveball.
Here's Leury Garcia. And the pitch is a breaking ball that is in for a called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. The pitch. That's a little bit wide. One ball, one strike. 3-1. Phillies leading it. Eichhoff the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Garcia 3 for 14 since coming back to the big leagues. Spent most of the year pitching at AAA or playing in AAA. One and two. Eichhoff ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball right side. Joseph has it. Flips underhand to Eichhoff. Covers in time, and it's a 3-1 putout for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits. One man left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Phillies have a 3-1 lead. As we go to the last half of the second. And they'll get back to work here against Chris Sale. Tyler Goodell leading off, and he takes the first pitch in for a called strike. He's batting 190 with 4 homers here in his rookie season. Sale with the 0-1, and it's a little wide. One and 1 the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Backing out Abreu. First baseman waiting on it, and he makes the catch. One away. I'll bring up the pitcher, Jared Eichhoff.
A little tough getting playing time these days for a lot of guys.
Yeah, there haven't been that many at bats to go around in the outfield for Tyler Goodell lately. Most in the second half. Most of the second half. He's been relegated to just bench duty as Eichhoff takes a strike. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball is outside. One ball, one strike. Sale with the pitch. Swung on and skied to left field. It's shallow. Coming on forward. Cabrera is waiting. He's got it. There's out number 2. So that'll send us back to the top of the order. Cesar Hernandez. Hernandez singled to start the game for the Phillies and would later score on the Tommy Joseph double. And he shows bunt, takes a little bit low for a ball. Next pitch fouled away to the right side. Pete McCann electing to go with mostly righties in the lineup, righties and switch hitters, of course, and in particular Odubel Herrera. He did not want to send Herrera out there against the lefty Sale and run the risk of getting him back into a funk.
I think it's a good idea. A lot of managers will do that. They don't, especially if it's a lefty facing a tough lefty and they're swinging a bat good, they'll just set him.
Hernandez fouling one back, 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, fastball. He could not catch up with it. So a strikeout for Sale, his third of the night. 1-2-3 inning. 3-1 ball game, top of the third. And the pitcher, Chris Sale, will bat. He's 1 for 5 at the plate this season. The pitch. He takes a little bit low for a ball. 1-0 the count. Sale, who is from Lakeland, Florida originally. He was a swing and a comebacker right to Eichhoff, who's got it. He'll run halfway to first and flip underhand. And we'll get Sale for out number 1. He attended the same high school as Alec Asher, Lakeland Senior High School. A little bit older than Alec. He would then go on to Florida Gulf Coast University, and the White Sox made him a first-round pick in 2010. He was the 13th player chosen in that draft in 2010. Here's Adam Eaton, homered to lead off the ball game. Here's the pitch. Strike call. Some pretty good players went in that 2010 draft. Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, a couple of those right near the top. Matt Harvey was in that draft ahead of Sale. 0-1, swinging a foul ball back. And there are some teams that probably wishing they had gone with Chris Sale. Nothing in 2.
What year was that?
2010. The pitch swung on and looped into center, coming on for Quinn, still coming, and he's going to have to play it on a bounce.
2010. I was trying to think who the Phillies. That wasn't Larry Green, was it?
The Phillies selected Jesse Biddle in the first round in 2010. He was the 27th player taken in that draft. So here's Tim Anderson. And the first pitch to the White Sox shortstop. He's in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1. Anderson, a right-handed batter. A rangy, very athletic player. Here's a throw over to first. It's off the glove of Joseph, and it bounds away. Eaton will get up and go to second base. I think Joseph just flat missed that. It may have been, I mean, he's reaching out over the runner. It may have been a little far from the bag, but it will go as an error on Joseph.
He's got to catch that.
He just missed that. Yeah. First glance, I couldn't tell from the angle if he had to reach out over the runner. And
I think he had to reach a little bit, but I think he was more concerned the runner diving back and him trying to catch it and make a quick tag.
Anderson takes a little bit high for ball 1.
And it looked like more than anything that Tommy Joseph just got a little bit ahead of himself.
It will be an error on Joseph, his 7th. And so man in scoring position. Phillies leading it 3-1. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in for a strike. A look back at second. Hernandez cutting in, but no throw. The pitch coming home, and it's fouled off. Yeah, there were a couple of high school pitchers taken after Jesse Biddle of note in that first round, and in particular on that list would be the Blue Jays selection at number 38 overall, Noah Syndergaard.
Wow.
One and two the count. Eichhoff set and deals, and the pitch is hit sharply but right at the second baseman. Hernandez up with it, throws to first. There's out number 2. Down to third goes Eaton.
I think Cesar might have thought about third base there. Gave it a look. So let's just get the easy out. Not take any chances.
Phillies are going to get to see Noah Syndergaard on Saturday night. Part of that 4-game series in the Big Apple. Here's Jose Abreu. The runner at third, and the pitch is a fastball that's a little bit tight. Three 3-1 game. Eaton with the only 2 hits thus far against Eichhoff. Right-hander with a 1-0. Swing and a ground ball hit to third. It stays down. Franco gobbles it up. They'll throw across and get Abreu, and that'll do it for the White Sox here in their half of the third. Out of the bottom half. They're in at the corners, about even with the bags, and the pitch swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Geico scoreboard tonight. Nationals at Miami. No score. Top of the third inning. So the Mets hosting the Braves. They've got a 2-0 lead. That game is in the bottom of the third. 0-2 pitch, and it hit him. Trying to come down and in, and he plunks Quinn with a breaking ball. That's the second batter hit tonight by Sale.
Now 15.
That'll bring up Franco, who was hit his first time up. Most everything else will be later on. As Larry mentioned, the Cardinals lost earlier today and lost big. They gave up 5 runs at the bottom of the second, and the Rockies never looked back. 11-1 was the final. Here's a big swing and a slow tapper third base side.
DJ LeMahieu was 2 for 3 in that game. His average is up to 351, so he's got a 4-point lead going into that Washington game over Daniel Murphy in batting race.
1-1 on Franco. Nolan Arenado hit his 39th. I believe that's Arenado. Pitch is a breaking ball that's in for a strike. 0-2. Sale gets ahead of the count. Left-hander delivers, and the breaking ball is squibbed back towards the mound. Sale's got it. Looks at second, but his play is to first. One away. Quinn into scoring position. So it works like a sacrifice. 1-3. That'll bring up Tommy Joseph, who lined a laser double over the head of the left fielder his first time up. Three-1 ball game. Phillies in front. Sale looks back at second, and the pitch. Joseph takes.
Well, I think now where Quinn has to think about taking that bag, trying to take that bag at third. If he has any inclination to do it now, do it early.
1-0 the count. He's going, and the pitch is taken outside. Throw to third, and he is out at third base.
Did not have a jump at all.
And 2-5 caught stealing is Roman Quinn. Looked like he spun his wheels a little bit, and something that
Sale came set and went to the plate, and Quinn was still standing there kind of flat-footed, and Avila, the catcher, he came out of that quick. The ball almost got by him away. Are they checking this?
They are checking this. Honestly, it looked like Frazier was a little far from Quinn, but as we look at it again, I don't know that he ever tagged him, Larry. I don't know that Quinn was ever tagged by that glove of Todd Frazier. They are going to look at it. The Phillies will challenge this call.
Boy, that last look I just got, it did not look at all like he tagged him.
Well, from that angle, which we're looking basically from the home plate side, now from the third base camera angle, again, there appears to be some daylight in between the glove and the jersey of, I'm telling you, this is going to get overturned.
All right.
Roman Quinn has already put his helmet, grabbed his helmet, and started walking back towards third base. And again, Frazier was coming over in front of the bag, and he took the throw so far in front of the bag he had to reach back. And when he did, he just was too far away from Quinn.
And I don't think if they did tag him, it was on his rear end, I think, and it looked like his hand would have been on the bag already.
Well, they're taking an awfully long look at this. It's something that, quite frankly, I thought would have been overturned rather quickly. Roman Quinn, who had a big year when healthy, stealing bases in the minors, and he is safe. His call is overturned. So that could prove to be huge.
Yep.
2 outs and nobody on. Instead, 1 out and a runner at third. Maybe the third steal for Quinn.
43 seconds.
1 minute and 43 seconds to take a look at that. Tommy Joseph, the infield comes in and the pitch is lined deep left field. Cabrera turns and watches it go. Tommy Joseph with another line drive. This one a home run. It's a 2-run shot, his 21st of the year. And the Phillies have a 5-1 lead.
I don't know if that was any different than the pitch he hit the bullet over Cabrera's head that went off the wall. Almost identical pitch in the same spot, maybe below the knees, but on the plate, and he just went down and got it. Quick, short stroke. Wow.
Well, that was way down, and he did go get it.
Well,
you're right. That was almost an identical spot location-wise. And Joseph was all over it. Cameron Rupp takes the next one down low for a ball. 1-0 the count.
I think Sale has a pretty good idea where he doesn't want to pitch Joseph now.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch swung on, fouled back. Well, Tommy Joseph, only Ryan Howard in the last 45 years has hit more home runs as a rookie than Joseph for the Phillies. Pitch is down low, 2-1 the count. Howard hit 22 in his 2005 season, in which he was the rookie of the year. 2-1 pitch, ground ball hit to short. Anderson up with it, throws across. 2 down. Let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP FM HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by Tasty Cake. Philadelphia's sports leader. And the home of the Phillies. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Phillies 5 and the White Sox 1. Here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 outs. Freddie Galvis is the batter. And the pitch. Way outside. The Blue Jays and Mariners, both contending for the wild card in the American League, still going at this hour. Is a swing and a ground ball just foul. That was a day game in Seattle, and Jose Bautista hit a home run in the 9th inning to tie the game at 1, and they're now in the 12th. Still a 1-1 game. The 1-1 pitch swung on, line to left. Cabrera coming over. That's going to fall in for a hit. Freddie Galvis with his first hit of the night. 2 outs, single to left. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Aaron Altair. Altair flied to right his first time up. Toronto and Baltimore started the day 1-2 in the wild card race in the American League. Detroit game and a half back. Houston was 2 back when the day started. As Altair takes a strike. Houston outlasting Oakland earlier today 6-5. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. 50 pitches for Chris Sale, with 2 outs here in the third. Nothing at 2. The pitch. In tight.
He just doesn't look like a guy that would hate collared shirts.
But apparently
he does.
He doesn't want them on his baseball uniform. 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside.
I don't know if he could work much quicker.
Yeah. As quickly as he works, when he is on, you can understand.
Oh, yeah.
Probably being a heck of a rhythm. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, foul, third base side. And the at-bat continues for Altair. Phillies right fielder waiting. Now Sale with a 2-2 again. It's a breaking ball and it misses outside. So the count is full. Galvis will be off with the next pitch.
55th pitch coming up for Sale.
3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So the side is retired, but the Phillies get 2 more thanks to the home run by Tommy Joseph. 2 hits in the inning. There was one.
Melky Cabrera leading off for the White Sox against Jared Eichhoff here in the 4th. 5-1 ball game. The Phils with the lead over Chris Sale and the White Sox. The first pitch low and away. It's 1-0. Cabrera struck out swinging his first time up. And Eichhoff misses low and away with his next offering. And it looks skyward. Disgusted expression on his face. Not at the call, but at the pitch. It's 2-0. And the big right-hander into his windup. The 2-0 is a strike call. Eichhoff yielding the leadoff home run to Adam Eaton. And since then, just a walk and a single. The 2-1. Takes something off. It's a strike on the outside corner. Good looking pitch. It's 2-2.
Slider. That's a pitch that I think has helped Eichhoff. He's not using it as much as he did back in May.
He rocks and deals and a breaking ball outside.
But using it in situations like that, backdoor, not having to throw a perfect pitch, it's been a help for him.
Yeah, he's had different times of the year when different pitches have been his favorite.
Yep.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle to his left. Galvis can't get to it. It's out into center field. A base hit. Quinn will get the ball back in. It's a leadoff single for Melky Cabrera as he continues his red hot stretch. He's 11 for his last 30. And now Todd Frazier as the White Sox try to battle back in this game. They got the run on the Eaton home run in the first. Phils responded with 3 in the bottom half and then got 2 more in the third on the home run by Joseph. Frazier, a cut and a miss at the first pitch from Eichhoff. It's 0-1. He struck out swinging his first time up. Frazier, a career high 37 home runs, a team leading figure as well. And the 0-1 is high. Frazier from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And of course, remember that Tom's River.
All right.
Little League team. And World Series fame. Throw over to first base and back in is Cabrera. Todd Frazier, one of the more likable guys. He doesn't mind getting in front of the camera. Finding a microphone, the 1-1, he fouls it off his leg at the plate. But he genuinely seems to have fun playing the game, doesn't take himself or the game too seriously.
Right. I think you go about it like that. I understand it's your job, it's your career, but you still can enjoy it and
That's right.
appreciate it. And I think guys, when they do that and they go about it with that attitude, they're more relaxed. It allows their pure ability to come through.
The 1-2 is high. 2-2 now on Frazier. It's just like us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're always chipper, happy.
Yeah.
We've never had a bad day at the ballpark. Okay, 1 or 2.
Well.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball hit to center. To his left, Roman Quinn. He's under it. And he'll make the catch. Medium range center field. Routine play. Frazier retire. Cabrera back to first. And there is 1 out. So now Alex Avila. Bills head to New York and then Atlanta, their final ever series at Turner Field. You gonna get a piece of the turf? Some kind of memorabilia?
Probably not.
All those memories of Turner Field in that hot press box.
Ooh.
It's actually not too bad. Kramer, come on. He always keeps entertaining down there. Avila swings and chops the first pitch, foul up the first base line. Did you like that part?
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all. It still, to me, seems like a newer part.
It does. It does. We're just getting old, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, they were in and out of there pretty quickly. Braves, of course, headed to ballpark in Cobb County next year, where they say the traffic might be even worse.
Oh.
Another throw over, and Cabrera is back. Braves have been a little pesky down the stretch.
Yeah.
Giving the Mets trouble beating in the last 2 nights. Mets had the lead 2-0 in the 5th tonight, though. Here's the 0-1. That's way outside. So Citi Field and then Turner Field and then 3 against the Mets here, and that's it.
That's it.
Very interesting to see if the Mets have something to play for in those final 3. They'll have, I think, some blue in the stands. Mets fans will make their way down.
Oh, yeah.
The next pitch is outside, so now 2-1 on Avila. And in all likelihood, the last home series for Ryan Howard here, so I think we'll see some love sent Howard's way from the Phillies fans in attendance. So it'll be interesting that final weekend.
Yep, it will be.
Cabrera off of first, the 2-1, taken for a strike call. Slider again, it's 2-2. Avila walked his first time up, the only walk issued by Eichhoff in this game. You had mentioned he's been very stingy in that area of late. Part of his makeup is to throw strikes, pound the strike zone. And he's been doing that most of the year. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And there's that breaking ball from Eichhoff, and he has his 5th strikeout of the game. Hey, I've heard Pete McCannon talking on the pregame show about the only thing missing for Eichhoff right now is a good changeup.
Yeah.
And while his curveball can almost be like a changeup in some cases, it's a put-away pitch for sure, but you throw a changeup on top of his curve, his slider, and his fastball. It's a heck of a repertoire. Now there's Saladino now. Takes a look at the first pitch. It misses low and away. Ball 1.
Especially if you can command it in the, down in the zone, is not in and out so much, but just down in the zone. If he could do that, another weapon for him.
The 1-0. Swing and ground ball hit hard, but at the shortstop, Galvis. He'll go to second. The easy way to Cesar Hernandez for the force play on Cabrera. And the side is retired. No runs a hit and a man left. 3.5 in the books at Citizens Bank Park. The Phils 5 and the White Sox. Tyler Goodell leading off against Chris Sale. Takes the first pitch high and away. Ball 1. Goodell, Jared Eichhoff, Cesar Hernandez for the Phils here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead 5-1. The 1-0. Swing and a line drive. Base hit to right. Able to get to it, Adam Eaton. And Goodell is on with a leadoff single.
Well, Sunday, October 2nd is the final day of the season. The Phils will face the Mets at 3:05. The Mets are in a 3-way tie for first wild card slot right now. Actually, St. Louis is back, so it's the Mets and Giants. It's not only the final game of the season, but probably your final chance to see Ryan Howard. Phillies uniform, planned for plenty of prizes and surprises. Order your tickets now at Phillies.com.
Jared Eichhoff most likely will try to bunt Goodell over here. He does square and pops it up foul territory. That's back near Cesar Hernandez in the on-deck circle. No chance for play. Just a foul ball. It's 0-1. Eichhoff has not really perfected the bunt. He's making his 31st start. He has not had a sacrifice yet.
Needs a little work.
He's actually pretty good swinging the bat, but bunting has not become a strength. Bunts another one foul, and now he's in a 2-strike hole.
So you kind of had that bat right next to him. You got to get it out in front of home plate, so you cut out the foul territory.
He looks down to Juan Samuel for the signs here, hoping that Sammy says swing away. 2 strikes. But we shall see. I mean, Eichhoff does have 8 hits this year, 55 at-bats, and 3 of them are doubles. Now he's already squaring as Sale comes set the pitch, and Eichhoff bunts at it and misses. He's out of there on 3 pitches. That's something that Jared, and he's a hard worker, I'm sure at some point he'll get to work on his bunting, because to go 31 starts and not have 1 sacrifice yet, that's pretty hard to do.
That's very hard to do. And the thing is, what it does is, it more than anything, it takes you out of a game. If you can't get it down and you're in a situation you need to get a bunt down, manager, I can't count on him to get the bunt down, and cost some time, innings.
Cesar Hernandez now steps in, and the first pitch is inside and low, ball 1. Cesar, switch hitter, batting right. 1 for 2, single to score to the first, on base in 26 consecutive games. And the 1-0, he lays off, but it's a called strike. He's hitting .333 as Hernandez over his last 14 games. He now has a 7-game hitting streak. He's really put together a fine second half of the year. Really, more like about the second 2/3 of the year has been good for him. Right there in June, it's sort of turned around. The 1-1, swinging a line drive to right. That's going to fall for a base hit. Hustling over is Eaton. He will not be able to get to it. It goes all the way to the wall. Turning third and coming home is Goodell. Hernandez on his way to third. Here's the throw, the play. It gets by. Frazier bounces away. Hernandez does not take off for home. He'll stay put at third. Another run on the board for the Phils. Hernandez driving one to the wall, and it's 6-1 Philadelphia.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there, but how in the world does Adam Eaton not cut that ball off? And I don't know if you have to dive or slide, whatever, but there's no way that ball can get by him out there. Fortunately for the Phils, it does. Cesar gets a triple. Another run on the board for the Phils.
That is his 10th triple of the year. He is second in the National League in that regard. He picks up his 37th run batted in. Roman Quinn stands in. White Sox bring the infield in, and the first pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. So Cesar 2 more hits to his total. And the pitch. Quinn lays off and it misses inside. So 1-1. Quinn struck out swinging in the first, was hit by a pitch, and eventually scored on Joseph's home run in the third. That was after he stole a base. Hits this pitch foul into the screen, and that was a stolen base that was overturned. He was originally called out at third, but they looked at it again. He was never tagged. Got the stolen base and eventually scored a run. Sale with a 1-2, and that one drops low. Chris Sale, no problem, LA. 6 runs, 7 hits for the Phils.
How about that? Come in with 16-8 with the 3.03 ERA in the American League, which is outstanding.
2-2 inside, almost hit him. He got him again. Roman Quinn is hit by a pitch for the second time in just about the same spot. It looked like. I'll have to get another look at it, but yeah, right in the foot. So Roman Quinn on his way to first. Chris Sale has now hit 3 batters in this game and 16 for the season. He leads the American League. First and third with 1 out. Chris Sale has gone at least 8 innings in his last 6 starts. He's going to have trouble doing it here tonight. So 68 pitches, which isn't really as big an issue as the fact that he's given up 6 runs. Has 2 more runners on the base pass with only 1 out. Mike Franco at the plate.
And in this league, you have to hit for the pitcher.
And the pitch is taken low and away. Yeah, there's no question that the streak of 8 innings in a row and 6 straight starts has something to do with the fact that the designated hitter makes it easier for a starter to stay in there longer.
No doubt.
He has 6 complete games this year. And that's sure helped by being in the AL. The 1-0 is a swing and a miss. It's not to say that he's not a great pitcher. He is that.
But you look at complete games. There's great pitchers in this league too that aren't getting a ton of complete games. You get down late in the game, pinch hitting. You got the specialists at the back end of the bullpen.
Yeah, even if you're ahead by a run, they'll pinch hit for you to try to get more offense. The 1-1, and that drops low. 2-1 on Franco. And Sale's last 6 starts, he's gone 8 innings 4 times and has thrown 2 complete games. And yet his ERA during that stretch isn't all that hot, but he's getting a lot of innings in. 2-1 swing, a line drive right to Frazier. He's got it, and he'll run to the bag at third and double up Hernandez. A smash off the bat of Franco, but right at Frazier at the hot corner, and he turns it into 2. So the Phillies are done here.
It was in 1971 when the Bull, Greg Luzinski, and Mike Anderson hit 36 apiece.
No relation.
No. Citizens Bank. The next time you have a question about money, don't keep it to yourself. Ask a citizen. No relation to this Anderson.
You wouldn't want to claim that at this point. Larry Garcia for the White Sox here in the 5th has taken a strike, and now he watches the pitch drop low. It's 1-1. So you were trying to what now? When you said it was actually the word was time. Right, but we didn't hear the
I had my hand on my mute button, and I was
1-1 swing and a chopper back off the glove of Eichhoff. Then he juggles it, and he'll have no play. He knocked it down with his glove. It bounced right at his feet, and if he had been able to pick it up cleanly, would have been able to throw out Garcia, but then it went off of his hand and bounced down the mound, and Garcia runs well, so he's safe.
I think when he knocked it down, right after he knocked it down, he panicked a little bit. Instead of, even though he gets down the line good, make sure you get the ball, then make the throw. And I think he was trying to look for the runner, look for the ball, all kinds of things going on. And it looks like the ball bounced up to him, and he tried to snag it barehanded and actually knocked it away a little further from himself.
Well, it's official, L.A. Chris Sale will not pitch 8 innings here tonight. J.B. Shuck is pinch hitting for him here in the 5th inning. Nobody out and 1 on. First pitch to Shuck. Swinging a grounder to second. Could be 2. Hernandez tags the runner. Throws to first. Double play. Garcia cutting right in front of Hernandez, so he simply reached out, tagged him, and made the easy flip to first. And just like that, 2 outs and nobody on.
Boy, how about that?
J.B. Shuck. First ball swinging. So as a pinch hitter, he's not only retired quickly, but 2 outs quickly, and Adam Eaton to the plate.
7 hits, 6 runs.
Well, the Phils can say they did something no team has done in the last 6 starts against Sale. Got him out of the game early. Eaton takes the pitch for ball 1. It's 1-0.
By the way, that was a heck of a play by Cesar, coming and getting that ball in a quick tag before throwing the ball to first.
Next pitch drops low. It's 2-0 to Eaton. And I know he had the drop pop-up in the finale against the Marlins, Cesar, but in general, his defense has kind of been improving with his offense.
Absolutely.
In the second half.
Yep.
Made some real nice turns on double plays. Two and 0 to Eaton, and the pitch, swing and a shot to left field. Back goes Goodell to the track. He'll make the catch just as he gets to the warning track in left field. That ball was smoked the other way by Eaton, but tracked down by Goodell. And the side is retired. And Eichhoff, a quick inning thanks to the double play, no runs a hit. And because of the
tickets down.
Right-hander Chris Beck comes on for the White Sox here. Face the Phils in the bottom of the 5th. Phils up 6-1. Beck is 6'3", 225-pound, 26-year-old from Commerce, Georgia. Into his 22nd game this season with the White Sox. This is Tommy Joseph, and the first pitch is over for a strike. It's 0-1. 2-2 record, a 6.97 ERA. He's had his injury issues over the last couple of years, including elbow issues last year. Or 2nd round pick of the White Sox, the 0-1. Low and away. He gets to face a guy who's had himself a big night already, Tommy Joseph. An RBI double and a run scored in the first, a 2-run home run in the 3rd. And Tommy Joseph, who had some big time problems hitting with runners in scoring position for a while, has been very good in that area of late. Nobody on here, so he grounds one routinely to short. Tim Anderson throws across, and Joseph retired one away. So Chris Sale out after 4 innings of work. He had one other outing this year. It did not go at least 4 innings, as he was hit hard by the Indians back on May the 24th. He went just 3 1/3, gave up 6 runs on 7 hits. Here he goes 4 innings and gives up 6 runs on 7 hits. Cameron Rupp with 1 out and nobody on here in the 5th. Beck's pitch is taken for a strike. Cam 1 for 2. Got 2 home with a double in the 1st inning before grounding out in the 3rd. So Chris Sale, who some say is still in the Cy Young race in the American League, probably seeing those hopes fade a lot more, though, with this performance and the fact that he hasn't been as good here of late. The next pitch is low and inside. And as far as I'm concerned, Rick Porcello of the Red Sox should be running away with that. Jay Happ maybe second.
Was Happ going for 20 today?
He got his 20th last night.
Oh, he got his 20 last night. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations to Jay.
Really?
I mean,
what a
great guy. And
absolutely.
He persevered. He learned something in Pittsburgh. Ray Surge taught him something. And what a year he's had for the Jays. The 1-1 is the outside corner. Porcello picked up another win this week. He now is at the top of the American League in WHIP, which is walks and hits per innings pitched, and in wins. I don't know. I mean, I know all the analytical folk saying maybe it won't be Porcello. It'll be Kluber, or for a while they were saying Sale. 1-2 to Rupp. That's a strike, and that's all for Cam as he's out on strikes. Beck gets him looking, 2 away. Now Freddie Gallas. But just because you have a winning record doesn't mean you aren't pitching well. I know the Red Sox have given Porcello a whole bunch of support.
Right. Well, you got to get a little bit of support to win 20 games.
These days, especially.
Unless you're lefty. Back in the early 70s.
That's true. He didn't get much help, but he somehow a season for the ages. Freddie Galvis standing in now. Takes the first pitch high and away for a ball.
I don't remember the exact numbers. I think the club won 58 games and lefty won 27.
Wow.
That's.
Well, after this outing, Porcello will move easily ahead of Sale in earned run average. Only Masahiro Tanaka of the Yankees has a lower earned run average than Porcello. A swing and a soft roller right side, charging at Saladino. Glove hand flip to Abreu, and they get Galvis by a step. And Becca, 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox out of the bullpen here as he sets down the Phils in order. On to the 6th we go. Scott Fransky back with you. Through 5, it's the Phillies 6 and the White Sox 1.
There's a renewed energy across Philadelphia. Every day, more startups and big businesses are calling.
Home runs, 6 RBI in 7 games. Independence Blue Cross, live fearless.
Start the 6th inning. It's a 6-1 ball game in favor of the Phils here over the White Sox. Phillies looking to make it a sweep. The pitch, swing and a miss. And it would give them a winning record against American League competition. Been a while since they could say that at the end of a year. 0-2 on Tim Anderson, who is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down and away. The pitch swung on, fouled away. 1-2 to count. What's going on over there?
Bounced off the upper deck, right on the cement, and bounced up above the glass, and somebody reached out, dropped it. Bounced in right below them. They reached out, clanked it.
Next pitch is in there for called third strike.
And bounced to another spot on the Hall of Fame level. They clanked it and then went down to the lower section.
Where who knows how many people clanked it down
That's
there.
a good point. 6 strikeouts for Jared now.
Here's Jose Abreu. The pitch. Down and away. Starts with a first pitch slider. It's 1-0. 76 pitches right now for Eichhoff. The righty with a 1-0. Swing and a miss. And Abreu really flailing at that one. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Got him in on the hands. Backing out Hernandez. He's waiting on it. And he'll make the catch about 20 feet out of the outfield grass. 2 down. And here comes Melky Cabrera.
Melky Cabrera.
Cabrera tonight, 1 for 2, single. Based on a fielder's choice. He's also struck out. And the pitch. Abreu takes the strike. Cabrera, pardon me, takes the strike. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to second. 2 hops. Hernandez has it. Here's to first. There's a quick 6th. Jared Eichhoff. 2-3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies 6. Bottom of the 6th inning. And this is the inning you've been waiting for. It's the home run payoff inning from the Daily News. Tonight's contestants going to win $1,000 if their player at bat hits a home run, or $10,000 if it's a grand slam. Plus, every contestant wins 2 tickets to a future Phillies game. Aaron Altair will lead off for the Phillies. And Chris Beck entering his 2nd inning of work. This is up and in. 1-0 the count. Altair 0 for 2 tonight. 6-1. Phillies out in front. The stretch and the 1-0. Swung on and popped up foul. Third base side out of play. Aaron is batting for Evan Post of Philly. If you'd like to play in the home run payoff inning, look in the Daily News to find the official entry coupon. Goodell to Fotto, then the pitcher spot. All's quiet in the Phillies pen, leading 6-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Altair, just 6 hits and 26 at bats on the homestand. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Evan Post, you will get 2 tickets to a future Phillies game. I guess at this point that might happen next year. Yeah. Don't worry though, we'll make good on our promise.
That's right.
Tyler Goodell, the batter. He is 1 out of 2. He'll be hitting for Yvonne Stokes of Philadelphia. And the pitch up and in. Goodell had a single to start the 4th inning and would come around to score on the triple by Cesar Hernandez. The 1-0. Oh, it's up and in. Hit him on the helmet. Oh, man, he goes down. The helmet comes flying off. He's down on his back at the plate. And they're going to try to keep him down. He started to lean up a little bit. And now they've got him back down flat on his back. And the trainer's right over the top of him talking to him. Scott Sheridan. As Tyler Goodell went straight down at the plate.
Could see him when he was down. Looked like he was saying to Scott Sheridan, "I'm okay."
And just got to look at it on the replay, and it got him straight in the ear flap. As he turned away, it was just above the ear flap. He's back up on his feet now, as you can hear the crowd. And he's headed straight for the dugout. They'll run all the concussion protocols. And Odubel Herrera is going to take his spot on the base paths.
You can see that Beck is certainly shook up. As soon as he hit Goodell, his hands went over his head, on the top of his head, and he just walked behind the mound and just kind of shook his legs out. You know, they got to be like Gumby legs right now. It's nothing you want to do.
Yeah, he immediately, his hands on his head, squatted down and just wincing as if in pain. Now the pitcher, Eichhoff. So Eichhoff standing in with Herrera running at first base. Beck comes set. Here's the pitch. And it's up high for ball 1. Eichhoff batting for Tom Whalen of Morton, Pennsylvania. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. I would imagine if you're the guy stepping in the box after the guy gets hit in the head, that can't be the most comforting feeling either.
Well, you step in very gingerly.
1-0, and it's a breaking ball that's in for a strike.
Unlike Eichhoff, I would be as far back in that box, as far away from the plate as I could possibly get. Of course, I did that even when I wasn't hit. a precautionary measure for me at the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike. Beck delivers, and a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Six to 1. Phillies are leading it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a little dribbler foul. Third base side. Well, that's 4 batters hit tonight by the White Sox.
Maybe they're saying if you can't join them, bean them.
I don't think that's what they're saying.
That's not how it goes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Beck ready at the letters. Eichhoff waiting. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped in the air to right. Eaton backing up just a couple of steps. He'll make the catch. That's out number 2. And that'll bring Cesar Hernandez to the plate. He's 2 for 3 tonight. And Hernandez is batting for Kathy O'Driscoll of Hatfield. The pitch is outside. Want to know the count? Herrera a short lead at first, and the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, and trying to check the swing. He could not hold up. So it's a ball and a strike. The stretch and the pitch. It's up high. A lot of folks asking the skipper today about Cesar Hernandez and his base running, his stolen base aptitude, or maybe in this particular point in time, the lack thereof.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Got thrown out again last night. The pitch swung on and missed.
I think one thing with Cesar is he's so tentative when he gets out there. I mean, you can see it. Almost like he can almost tell you that I want to run, but I'm afraid. And in situations last night, he went to steal, and he has to know it's not a good jump. And if you do that, your first step, stop. We've seen him do it before.
2-2 pitch, fouled it back. He's been caught in his last 3 attempts, including in each of the last 2 games. Well, that's the one notion that they say he has a tough time grasping, and that is recognizing when he didn't get a good jump and to put on the brakes. And it's not all or nothing. You can stop and go back.
All right.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Beck kicks and deals. And the pitch is high. But you can point to some other fast runners. And being fast doesn't make you a great base stealer. That's pretty obvious. And Pete Buchanan pointed out another player on this very roster, Peter Borges, who has never been in his career a very accomplished base stealer, but he is one of the fastest runners.
I mean, there is an art to it. It's not just speed.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner goes. Here's the pitch, and it's high and wide. Ball 4. Boy, he missed just barely. Hernandez draws the walk. So the inning will continue as Roman Quinn is coming up now. Roman will be batting for Neil Boyle of Thornton, Pennsylvania.
The first walk for the Phillies, but their 5th free pass. Well, I don't know if counting a free pass getting hit in the head.
Not exactly free. No. There's always a price to be paid, right?
Yeah.
Beck ready, and the pitch. Quinn takes up and away. They've had a right-hander throwing in the pen, have the White Sox. He is still getting loose out there. That's Blake Smith. One and 0 the count. A look back at second. The pitch. Quinn takes. That's in for a strike. 1-1 the count. One and 1 the count. The pitch by Beck. There's a strike at the knees, a fastball, 93 from Beck. And I think Roman Quinn might want that one back.
Ooh, yeah.
The 1-2. Way outside. So the count 2-2 now with 2 men on. Michael Franco waiting on deck. Here come the Clowns.
They're on their way.
Two balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Way outside. Ball 3. So once again, the count is full. The runners will be off with the pitch. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 6-1 Phillies. The stretch. Here's the pitch. And it's just a little bit high. Ball 4.
Beck is making things a little bit tough on himself.
And here comes the White Sox manager, Robin Ventura, and he is going to make a change and call for the bullpen. So the bases are going to be loaded, and if you haven't in the major leagues, it's given up 3 runs in 4 innings of work. We're in the home run payoff inning. The Phillies have a 6-1 lead. And Michael Franco is batting, and he is batting for Dolores Corbin of Lansdowne, Pennsylvania, and the bases are loaded. So Dolores, a $10,000 opportunity if Michael Franco can get a hold of one and hit the club's 2nd grand slam of the season. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Smith, the stretch of the pitch, swung on and fouled away to the right side. Phillies' only grand slam this season. The 12th of August, Ryan Howard hit it. Rockies right-hander John Gray. Oh, 1 the count.
Somebody needs 10 grand.
Yeah, but I'm not in the contest. 0-1 is down low. Breaking ball from Smith. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Fastball, he's going to throw it to low to mid 90s. Cutter that's mid to high 80s, and then a curveball. High 70s.
Ball and a strike. Smith ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to right, a base hit. Odubel Herrera will come in to score. Hernandez trying to score as well. The throw from Eaton gets away at the plate. Hernandez scores. It's a 2-run single for Franco. And the Phillies now lead this one 8-1.
Boy, they had a shot. Eaton did at the plate. It looked like Avila just tried to make the tag before he caught the ball. I don't know if they would have got him.
Stopping at second on the play, Roman Quinn. I'm going to bring up Tommy Joseph. Joseph, who's had a big night thus far. A homer, a double, 3 runs batted in. He's going to be hitting here for James Murphy of Glen Olden. Joseph grounded to short his last time up. 8-1 ball game. Here's the pitch. Swung on and grounded right at the second base. Saladino is up with it, throws to first, and the side is retired. But the Phillies tack on 2 more. They do it on only 1 hit. With 2 men left aboard, we're going to the 7th. Phillies 8.
The White Stakes, 7 RBI among them. They've done a terrific job. Phil's lead is 8-1 going to the 7th.
First pitch to Todd Frazier is in for a called strike. Nothing in 1 the count. Pull shift on the left side, and the pitch is popped up to the right. Joseph drifting over near the Phillies dugout. There's no play as this hits on the top of the dugout and into the crowd. Eichhoff right now 82 pitches. 2 pitches into this 7th inning. Remember, he cruised through 6 innings, really 5 innings against the White Sox the last time. Here's a swing and a line drive deep to left. This one's going to go. As that is a home run for Todd Frazier. Boy, reaching out for that and serves it out into left. It's the 38th home run that he's hit this year, extending his career high. And it's an 8-2 Phillies lead.
I believe the Phils have to lead Major League Baseball in 0-2 home runs. And this is one that you can see Rupp hit the ground. He wants the ball down, and Jarrett just left it up in the zone.
I don't know, Larry. The Reds have given up a whole lot of homers.
0-2. It seems like every time we look up, it's 0-2, though.
Here's Avila. That is the 28th homer allowed by Eichhoff. Which is a called strike. Well, Eichhoff went into that 6th inning in Chicago, gave up a hit and a homer. 1 more hit, but then got out of it and left with a very low pitch count. 0-1 pitch. It's a little bit wide. We'll see just how far they want to go with Eichhoff.
He's at 85 pitches now. We've still got plenty left in the tank, I would think.
1-1 the count. And the pitch low and away.
3 singles, 2 home runs, and a walk that Eichhoff is allowed.
There's a swing and a high fly left field. This one's got a chance. Quinn is back to the track at the wall, and it is gone. Opposite field, home run for Avila. Back to back they go here to start the 7th. Avila, it's his 7th. And that, Larry, is the 200th home run given up this season by the Phillies pitchers. It's 8-3 Philadelphia. And Bob McClure wants to go have a word with Jared Eichhoff. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP FM HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by Tasty Cake. Philadelphia's sports leader. And the home of the Phillies. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
8-3, Phillies lead this one. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Scott Fransky alongside Larry Anderson. Our engineer in the booth tonight, Mike Tuberosa. JJ here. Tom Foti is back in the studio engineering for us. Still no activity in the Phillies pen as Tyler Saladino is ready to stand in. This is only the 5th time in franchise history that the Phillies have surrendered 200 or more homers. The pitch swung on and ripped out to center. Odubel to his left. He'll get it in the alley in left center. It's the first time the Phillies have given up 200 or more homers since 2006. That club had 3 pitchers that allowed more than 20, so they spread them out. That team gave up 211 home runs. Brett Myers was the club leader in gopher balls with 29 given up that year. Pitch is a called strike to Leury Garcia. 0-1 the count. The club record is 214. That happened in 04. Breaking ball that's down low. Eric Milton led the way in the dubious category of home runs allowed with 43 homers given up. He's a swing and a bouncing ball to second. Charging in Hernandez, gloves it, fires it over to first, and it's in time. Eric Milton gave up 43, but he did so in considerably. It was second most given up ever in Phillies history. He pitched quite a few less innings than Robin Roberts did here. He set the club record, which is 46 homers given up. That was a different era. Yeah. 46 home runs
like
allowed.
what, 350 innings? Probably.
Coming off the bench here, it's Jason Coates. Eight-3 ball game. The pitch swung on, line deep to left. Quinn going back to the track. He leaps at the wall and he makes the catch as he bangs into the fence. Fine running grab by Roman Quinn up against the padded outfield wall. 2 long homers, 1 long out to end things here in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the last of the 7th. It is stretch time. Phillies tonight got on the board first, or actually fell behind first. The leadoff home run for Eaton made it 1-0, but in the bottom of the first, the Phillies scored 3 runs. And the Phillies with multiple runs in the first inning in each of their last 4 games. We talked about how they were the worst scoring team in baseball in the first inning. Of course, they're the worst scoring team in the whole game, so stands to reason they would be last in first inning runs. But nevertheless, this stretch of 4 straight games, their longest since 2004, multiple first inning runs. Cameron Rupp will lead off. He was a part of that big first inning with a 2-run double off Chris Sale. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back. Tommy Conley is the new pitcher.
And the Phils get up lefty Joely Rodriguez.
Phillies are leading this one 8-3. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball, that's in for a strike. 25th appearance for Conley. 0-1, a 3.13 ERA. The 0-2. Down and away. We looked it up. Robin Roberts, that year he gave up 46 homers. He threw 297 in the third inning. That's at the club record for homers allowed. Here's a swing at a ground ball deep in the hole. Diving Anderson knocks it down, but he's got no play as he did not come up with it cleanly. And so that'll go down as a base hit for Cameron Rupp.
Another infield hit for the Rupper.
Legging him out.
That's 2 on the year, I think. Well, this copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Here comes Freddie Galvis. Galvis tonight is 1 out of 3. Rupp leading off at first. Nobody out. Conley set of the belt and the pitch. Swung on, grounded right side. Far to his left. Saladino. He's got it, but his only play will be to first. So Galvis moves the runner along.
That's twice. Or no, was it Saladino last night that had a chance to go to second? Or maybe it was D. Gordon previous series. But not getting that lead runner and you're down. Sometimes you have to take a little chance. They can't afford to give up more.
And bring up Aaron Altair. Eric Milton, by the way, in his 2004 season, in which he surrendered 43 homers, he pitched 201 innings. Those are the two biggest years home run wise for Phillies pitchers, which is a called strike. This year the Phillies have 4 pitchers with 20 or more home runs allowed. Eichhoff, Hellickson, Velasquez, and Adam Morgan.
I gotta be honest, in this park, and you're going to give up home runs. It's going to happen. Balls that normally would be flyouts in other parks are home runs here.
0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Yeah, but 43, I mean,
that's a lot.
That's. You can't blame that on the ballpark.
No.
You're just not making enough good pitches.
Right. But I don't think, getting in the 20 to 30 range in this park is bad for over the course of a year.
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That is if you're throwing 200 innings.
Yeah. Right. Boy, tough night for Altair again. 3 strikeouts and 4 bats.
I'll bring up Odubel Herrera for his first at-bat. The 4 clubs before this one that had given up more than 200 homers, that list does not include last year's team. I know a lot of people view last year as being a pretty bad year for pitching, and it was, but in terms of home runs, the 2015 Phillies gave up 191. They didn't quite get to 200. But 04, 99, they gave up 212. 2006 and 2000 pitches outside. You had 2 clubs of more than 200 in back-to-back years, 1999 and 2000. And when you look at the 99 club had 5 different pitchers give up 20 or more homers.
Ooh. Now that's
1-0 pitch. Herrera takes high.
That's at the vet.
Yep.
That's a little different.
Chad Ojai gave up 36. Paul Bird gave up 34 that year. Then in 2000, Randy Wolf was the club. They really spread it out. They gave up 201 total. Randy Wolf gave up 25. And Chris Brock gave up 21.
In what, 40 innings?
In 93 innings.
Oh.
2-0. Swinging a foul ball back. Yes.
No wonder he walked around like he was a 10-year veteran with 5 All-Star teams.
21 homers in 93 innings.
I tell you what, and going back to those years and some of those players,
not a spot you want to go back to.
No, not good players, not good people. A lot of them. And I don't have a problem saying that.
2 balls and 1 strike to the red hot Odubel Herrera. Conley set of the belt. And the 2-1 swing and a high hopper towards second. Saladino coming in, fields it, flips it to first. And Herrera is retired. Phillies are done in their half of the 7th. We move on to the 8th inning tonight. At the end of 7, it's the Phillies 8 and the White Sox 3. 3 runs given up by Eichhoff on the Soto home run. And he is done for the night. As left-hander Joely Rodriguez now takes over for the Phillies. He'll pitch the 8th inning with the Phils up 8-3. Top of the order, Adam Eaton, the batter. And the pitch. Eaton takes a called strike.
5 for Eichhoff, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs.
7 home runs given up by Jared in his last 2 starts.
6 strikeouts.
0-1 the count. Rodriguez delivers and the pitch down and away.
7 innings, 6 hits.
Well, Joella, you spent the entire season in the minors. The September call-up, and in 5 appearances, he has yet to give up a run or a hit.
62 for strike.
He has walked a few. The pitch bounces in and outside. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Eaton. Who is in no way related to the former Philly Adam Eaton. 2-1 pitch. Slap foul out of play, although it is spelled the same. Adam Eaton, when he was a rookie for the Diamondbacks, got checks, money sent to the Diamondbacks clubhouse in his name. He thought it was a windfall for him. Pitch is inside. It was money that was due to the other Adam Eaton as part of the Major League Baseball licensing agreement. And this Adam Eaton was not allowed to keep it. It was for a brief moment. Going to be his best day as a professional.
Everybody wanted to change their name to Adam Eaton.
He was a kid coming out of Double-A. He said, wow, the big leagues are cool. Get these checks. 2-2 pitch is bounced up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. And Adam Eaton is aboard. The leadoff single. It's the first hit given up by Joely. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Toyota scoreboard. Seattle ended up winning that game over Toronto in 12 innings. Pitch swung on, hit on 1 hop to second. Hernandez has it, goes to second, 1 on to first, a double play. Nice hit turn for 6-3.
Boy, those two up the middle between Hernandez and Galvis, they've been tremendous. Really turned some great double plays, quick turns. Nice to see.
So 2 gone.
First baseman.
Boy, Galvis really got a lot on that throw.
I remember when Galvis first came up and we had meetings. I was in spring training and meetings, and I'd asked Ruben Amaro. I think he was Wade's assistant at that time, and I was asking him, they were talking about Galvis at short and having watched him just a couple games. Like, is his arm strong enough to play short? And Ruben assured me it's strong enough. It's just gotten stronger and stronger. He gets off some throws. You see him go in the hole. He throws clotheslines over there.
1-0 pitch. And that fastball is in for a called strike. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Ooh, and he plunked it. And Abreu goes down to the plate, and he'll get the bag at first. Got to bring up Melky Cabrera.
Well, I mean, down at his feet, I'd like to see it more around the thigh or the ribs. But
that one bounced in before.
Yeah.
I think that bounced before it hit him.
Yeah, it did.
Phillies have been hit 4 times tonight.
Last time was 1960.
Pitch is in for called strike. Yeah, it's happened 3 times previous to this, or 2 times previous to this. But 1960, that's a long time ago, Larry.
1960 and 1904, the only other times it's happened.
Cabrera taking the strike there, kind of steps out, looks back at the plate umpire, Doug Eddings. 0-2, Phillies up 8-3. We're in the 8th. The pitch, fastball, strike 3 called. He got him looking. So Cabrera goes down on strikes, no runs, a hit, and 1 man was left. It's on to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies 8 and the White Sox 3. Here for Joely Rodriguez, and they'll do so against a new pitcher for the Pale Hose. Their 5th pitcher used tonight, Anthony Renato, who in 8 games has posted a .979 earned run average. He has bounced around a bit. Blanco, a pinch hitter, leading it off. 8-3 Phils, and the first pitch to him is a strike called on the outside corner. Elsewhere on that Toyota Major League scoreboard, the Mets with a 3-2 lead, top of the 8th inning. At home against Atlanta, the Braves scored 2 in the 7th. Anthony Recker going deep against his former team as Blanco fouls one off.
1 strikeout, 1
Recker from the Lehigh Valley. It's his 2nd home run of the year for Atlanta. The Mets have gone to Jeurys Familia in the 8th inning of that game. The pitch swung on and fouled away to the left side.
They're at a point where they just can't afford to lose. They got to do whatever they can, 1 game at a time, and can't worry about tomorrow till you take care of today.
Oh, and 2 on Blanco. And the pitch fouled off.
Hey, just so you know, Scott.
What should I know, Larry?
Tubes and Joe and I are 0 for 2.
What does that mean?
It's our radio engineers, Joe Gaines, Mike Tuberosa, myself. In 2 years of 50-50, we have not won.
Are you done playing? There's still 3 more games left.
I don't know. Maybe.
0-2 pitch again. And that's just outside.
You know, like they've got 6 numbers. If every now and then you hit 3 or maybe 4 numbers, it'll keep you coming back. When you get 1 and 2 numbers every single time.
1-2. That's down and in, all the way past the catcher. Well, that it kind of. What you're saying about it is you haven't won enough numbers to keep coming back, yet you keep coming back.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I wasn't going to come back. Yeah.
Makes total sense. Renato with the 2-2, and that's down and in. The count is now full. So the count balls, 2 strikes. Renato with a pitch. Swung on and popped up. Shallow left field. Anderson angling out. Cabrera coming in. And it'll be the shortstop who makes the call and the catch. And Blanco retired. An 8-pitch at bat. Renato finally wins the battle. So 1 out. That'll bring up Cesar Hernandez. Another good night for Cesar. The pitch swung on and fouled back. 26-game on-base streak, the longest since Chase Utley back in the 2011 season. Eight-3 ball game. Phillies out front. Hernandez 2 hits, a walk, 2 runs scored, an RBI. The pitch. That's down and in. Tall right-hander with a 1-1. That's down low. Renato, who's out of LSU, was a high pick of the Boston Red Sox back in 2010. 2-1 pitch. It's up high. He's 26 years of age. He's pitched for Boston, for Texas, and for the White Sox.
Briefly and
for the most part, ineffectively.
Yeah.
He has a career ERA in the big leagues of 7.09. Foul ball back and over the screen.
Well, I don't know. 7.09 doesn't necessarily speak to the briefly part, but the ineffective part, I think, comes into play.
Three and 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Well, he's appeared in 19 total games.
Mostly starts, aren't they?
Stretched out of 4 seasons. Yeah, 14 of them starts. He's compiled a total of 85 innings. He's gone full with the second hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And the pitch. He popped up. Foul, third base side. Frazier might have a play over near the camera. Well, he does have room. He'll make the catch. Two down. Looks like it'll be David Hernandez in the ninth. Pete Buchanan said he was going to talk to Genmar Gomez today and find out where he was at mentally, physically. Pitch down and in.
Well, when he's been asked recently, he said he feels good physically.
The skipper was wondering if there might be a little more of a mental drain on him, given the, all those high leverage situations.
Yeah.
Come about with closing and doing it for the first time. The pitch down and in.
Certainly could be. I think one of the other things too, he's when he started getting hit, is he started trying to be real fine and kind of got away from attacking that he was doing throughout most of the year.
2-0 pitch. Down low.
Which is kind of normal. You start getting hit and you have a tendency to pitch away from contact, and I think that's kind of what Genmar was doing a little bit. And he was going deeper counts. He's been going deeper counts and getting into hitters counts. And
3-0 pitch, and Quinn takes low, ball 4.
Quinn hasn't
2 outs, a 4-pitch walk.
And on base, 4 out of 5 at bats. He struck out his first time up, then hit by a pitch. Next time up, hit by a pitch. Next time up, walked. This time up, walked.
By the way, the Braves tied that game. It's 3-3 now in the 8th inning. As Ender Inciarte reached on an error, went to second on a single, a double steal, moved 2 runners into scoring position. And Matt Kemp with a sacrifice fly to hand Familia a blown save. They're still batting in the 8th. The pitch to Michael Franco is down and away for ball 1.
How nice would it be to go in there and just kind of play the spoiler?
Yeah.
And that's what the Phils, that's all they have to play for now. When you've been on teams, you get down to this point, you just want to beat guys up that are going for the playoffs.
Pop-up foul out of play. Franco tonight is 1 for 3. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Drove in 2 runs with a single in the 6th. One ball, 1 strike. The stretch by Renato, and the pitch. Franco swings and grounds it up the middle. There's a base hit. Quinn will stop at second base. And Franco a 2-hit game. Phillies up to 10 hits in this 8-3 ball game. And that'll bring up Tommy Joseph. Joseph 2 for 4 tonight with a homer, a double, and 3 runs batted in. Renato, a long look in for the sign. The pitch. That's down low. 1-0 the count. The 3rd time this year that Joseph has driven in 3 or more. And if all goes according to plan, this would be his last home start of the season. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, lined into right, coming on for it. Eaton, and he dives and he makes the catch. And Adam Eaton snares a sinking line drive. Boy, Tommy Joseph really hit him hard tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Even for the outs. But he has helped lead the way offensively. And as we go to the 9th, it's the Phillies 8. A little less eventful than last night's 9th inning. The White Sox scored 3 runs to make it a 1-run game. The pitch to Todd Frazier is in for a strike. He's got a home run tonight, 1 for 3. One of 3 homers allowed by Jared Eichhoff, who's in line for his 11th win. The pitch. Check swing, strike called. And Hernandez gets the jump. It's 0-2. Hernandez ready, and the 0-2 swung on, fouled away to the right side.
4 out of the last 5 games, the Phils have got double digits in hits. After going through a pretty good stretch of not able to do that.
The 0-2 swinging the ground ball. Hit towards the shortstop spot. It'll be picked up by Hernandez, who's there on the shift, and his throw to first is in time. There's 1 away. Phillies embarking on a 7-game road trip to New York and Atlanta.
New York?
Yes, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps.
Sometimes I feel like a city
that never sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Whatever wounds you have in that regard, Larry, they are self-inflicted. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1 to Avila.
Really
you want to know why Jenmar Gomez has struggled? When was that baby born?
Yeah.
0-1 pitch. That's in for a strike. Nothing in 2. Guy probably can't sleep at all.
He hasn't slept since July. When did the other baby was it?
I'm just kidding,
August?
folks. I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
It does. Takes a toll.
0-2 pitch. And it's a little bit wide. Well, sometimes folks they always want to get to the bottom of it. Why is this happening? Sometimes it's something totally unrelated to what happens between the lines. It's sometimes tough to block everything else out. 1-2.
No question.
And it's down low. And those are, oftentimes things we certainly don't ever hear about. But
there's not a player that I know of that goes out between the lines and thinks about anything going on in their personal life. It just
during the game.
Yes.
2-2. That's low.
During the game. I mean, you go in there, you got one job, you're focused on it, you're locked on it. But where the problems happen is your whole mental approach leading up to going on the field is nowhere near the game. And I think that's what happens to players.
3-2. Avila fouls it back.
Whoa.
Usher running for cover there, nearly took a dive down the stairs. At that point, you'd rather just get hit by the ball.
Yeah.
Although that was a screamer of a foul ball.
But it's only going to hurt in one spot.
Yeah.
You go down the stairs, it's going to hurt all over.
3-2. And again, the payoff pitch. It's high, ball 4. So Avila works the walk. Well, because he won't be with us for the final 3 games at home this year, we want to personally, while he's here, thank Mike Tuberosa, who is our engineer in the booth tonight. It's his last effort for 2016.
Last effort? When was the first effort of 2016?
Really? Here's Saladino. He takes a strike.
Tubes, great job.
He's got a lot to put up with that he has to put up with. And the 3 of us in the front row here. There's a pop-up backing out of play. 0-2. He's going to be working somewhere else that final weekend, so he doesn't have time for us.
If we're in the playoffs, I bet he'd be here. Especially if it was against Boston.
The 0-2. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Franco charges, gloves it. The play over to first is in time. Saladino retired for out number 2. Down to second goes Avila.
What's the Phillies have? 68 wins. If they hang on, it's 69. And then we need 3 more at least. Well, the Phillies.
Okay. We don't have any out. You and I.
It would help we feel better about our predictions.
What was your prediction?
Well, I said they'd win. Somebody early in the season or at the start of the season said, how many will the Phillies win? And then it was kind of brought up 72 or more. I said at least 72.
Well, swinging a fly ball into left will be caught by Roman Quinn, and that's number 69 in the books for the Phillies as they beat up on Chris Sale and the White Sox tonight. They got 3 in the first and never looked back. The Phillies sweep the Sox. It's an 8-3 victory here tonight.
Another great job by Jared Eichhoff. He gives up a home run, the first hitter of the game, and then settles in until he got to the 7th. That's kind of been a tough time for him, the 7th inning, but gave up the 2 long balls. All of them were solo shots, which is a big difference too. And he just did another terrific job. Picks up his 11th.